So the next card you have is the Wheel of Fortune. So this makes sense because the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing. It's karmic connection. It's unplanned changes, things coming towards you, or things going full circle and coming back around that maybe you hadn't been expecting, or maybe you have been expecting. Maybe your intuition is like, oh, I know this isn't over, or, you know, we still have a very strong connection. But the Wheel of Fortune talks about, this is like the universe bringing it on. It's not you picking up the phone. It could be them picking up the phone, but it's more just a rendition of something circling back around. And they keep saying enticing. So it's something that maybe some of you have already cut off and have said, no, you know what? I'm not doing this. I have no intention of moving towards that energy again. But then I see this spider trapped woman or web trapped woman or man that is, the connection is still there. However lucid or however distant, it is still there. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying there's a big possibility this connection is popping back up, or this connection is coming back to fruition, even if it's just to say hi. This is something that is unexpected. Again, you have no control over, but it's like a destiny. And maybe the destiny is closure. I'm not saying it's immediately, that we get back together, but there is a very strong connection still here. The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month coming into the read. And you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is perseverance. Okay. This is capability, stamina. This is proving to people, not even proving, but more of a, you don't know what I'm capable of, so don't even go there. And I don't know why they're telling me there's like a stigma behind it, or a stigma in front of it, where it's like, very much, maybe this person comes back and they're like, hey, how's it going? How are things? I mean, are you okay after our breakup? Or like, maybe there's ghosting or whatever the case may be. For whatever reason, there's the mask on here that's kind of like, don't underestimate my capabilities. Just because the universe brings us back together, just because we still have this connection and somehow it comes through, don't underestimate the fact that I am more than capable of standing on my own 2 feet. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. If I want somebody in my life, then they will know that privilege. And it's not a conceited like, oh, well, somebody's lucky to have it. There's nothing wrong with thinking that. There's nothing wrong with feeling like, hey, somebody would be lucky, Taurus, to have you in their life. Of course they would. And here it's saying, you don't even know what I'm capable of. So like, don't test me unless you're willing to go the distance. The next card you have is your distant past. Over the past few weeks, past month or two, and you have the Moon card, which is Pisces card. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, but the Moon card is a shady card. So this could either be relating to this situation that it's been up and down for a long time. You're not sure what they're up to. They're not sure what you're up to. Maybe there's been a lot of distance, or this could be childhood, past things going on, because the Moon card is about being nervous or being worried, unsure, unclear, confused about certain situations and not knowing whether it's something you can handle or not. I always use the same example with the Moon card. You're out in the woods, you only have the moon as your light, and in front of you, there is, a giant object, and you don't know if it's a bear that can, eat your feet, or if it's a rock that you can, or a boulder you can walk around. The point is, the moon is saying, you've been through different things, different times where you were unsure or unclear. So now's kind of the time to, ride this mask, this Nine of Wands of, it doesn't matter if I know or don't know what's coming towards me, or don't know if this person who wants to reconnect with me is real, or how they're being perceived or how they're coming across. The Moon card is saying, it doesn't matter. You can handle it either way. We don't need the confusion. We don't need the drama or the unknown. Yeah, you may not know the situation. You guys may not have talked in a long time. In fact, this could even be distant past. For some of you, this is not quite knowing how to deal with relationships for some reason, they're telling me like on a healthy level, because of watching parents who went through, somebody who estranged the family, or somebody who disappeared, or, past traumas of abandonment and whatnot. And so that has bled into relationships you've dealt with, whereas now the universe is saying, the past is the past. You can't, it can't continue to lurk into relationships. So if you're unsure of something, then stick to your ground and figure out what it is you want to do, or figure out how the situation impacts you, and then go from there. You're not required to do anything when this Wheel of Fortune turns back around and connects you to the tarantula. The next card you have is your immediate past, or the past few weeks, past month or two, and you have the Queen of Swords. Now, this person could have already tried to contact you, or you knew they were on the precipice of contacting you. And so you've kind of been building up in your head, what am I going to say? How am I going to talk to this person? What are we going to, what situations are we going to deal with? The Queen of Swords is somebody who's very wise, who's like, I won't repeat this pattern. Do not get me wrong. So Taurus, you're literally saying, I will not repeat this pattern, whether it's like literally saying it to somebody, or whether it's in your head saying, if they approach me again, or if they contact me again, then this is what I have to say. I won't stand for the lies. I won't stand for deception. I won't stand for, like, you want to come in and we'll have a conversation. The Queen of Swords, again, is very wise, but on top of that is very honest and very critical. Now, not sitting here like, you suck and you like fingers pointing, but very much, I refuse to return to this state of unknown. It's uncomfortable, it's anxiety, and I'm not doing it. It's not fair to me, and I won't continue to go there. So if this person wants to vibe in your energy, or have some sort of, new beginning with you, then things are going to have to be different. You know it, they know it, just whether they can rise to the occasion. The next card you have is your distant future over the next few months, and you have the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is a very slow-moving, stagnant energy. Now, I'm not saying that nothing can come out of this, but I feel like you're putting the brakes on it. This person wants to connect with you. You're not necessarily opposed to it. Now, some of you are going to be in the comments and say, oh, Dark Dove, I would never get back together with this person. They're crazy. They're a handful. They're whatever. There's deceit, there's whatever, but this connection is very, very deep. And so the Eight of Cups is saying, maybe you're being wise in taking your time, and also showing that for whatever reason, this person has, relied on your vulnerability. They've used and abused your vulnerability. Moments where they say, or they do, or they know how to get that rise out of you, or how to make your vulnerability or maybe insecurities come out. And no longer you realized, well, no, maybe you guys have spent a long time apart, or maybe it's just Taurus is growing and has figured out what I will and will not stand for, especially with this Queen of Swords here being such a strong energy. So the Eight of Cups, the stagnation or the waiting, you're like, I'm holding out for my cup. So I almost feel like here's this person who wants your cup back. Here's you holding out for the cup. And here's the other cups that you're like, nope, I would never go back there. I would never. So I do feel like there is somebody here who is interested in regaining the cup, or regaining your attention or energy, but you're going to be holding out for something pretty significant. The next card you have is the Page of Pentacles. This is your immediate future. Excuse me. So throughout the month of April, oh my God, throughout the month of March. It's so funny. Anyways, I just did a read for somebody, and that name is very familiar. So literally just did a read for somebody with that name. So I apologize for that. But this is for the month of November. The Page of Pentacles. This talks about it's time to wake up. Stop daydreaming. Stop trying to make things happen that aren't going to happen. Take advantage of any opportunities that come available to you, but practically, okay? So if this person comes back into your life and they're like, oh, I miss you. I love you so much, Taurus. You're not going to be it's not that easily fallen. You're not going to be, and cross watchers, this can be completely reversed. So please don't go down in the comments and bash Taurus. This is their read, but you're not, it's not falling for the same old, same old. And it's not that you're, oh, I fall for this person, or I don't make good decisions where they're concerned. It's not, for some of you, yeah, it is. But for others, it's more, first time shame on you, second time shame on me, right? And this comes up, this talks about being fair and honest, staying true to yourself, but also no more excuses. Like if this is what you want and you truly want to be with this person, then have these hard conversations on what you want in a relationship. And if it can come to fruition, great. And if it can't, then it can't. The Page of Pentacles is just very true to yourself. It literally says no more excuses. Either this person comes in, they show me that they're really serious about this, or they're not and they don't. And then I move on from here. The Page of Pentacles is just somebody who's very nonchalant when it comes to, there's no rush. I don't have to rush into anything, because if it doesn't feel good or look good, the situation wise, then I'm not moving forward. There's no force here. I don't feel this like anxiety to move forward, especially with this Eight of Cups. It's this desire to find true and right for me versus a need or feeling a necessity. You just don't. The next card you have is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's very confident, somebody who people are very attracted to. This is something tangible that's going to happen throughout the month. So there's definitely somebody here who is tangled in your web, Taurus, and cannot let go. Because the Queen of Wands is the person that we want to be, this is us being the best that we can. This is us being our ultimate selves, being 100%, who we can be and being true to ourselves. And the Queen of Wands is very attractive to other people, because when you have the confidence, when you have that inspiration of, I know exactly who I am and I know exactly where I'm going, and not that you have it all planned out and everything's hunky-dory 100% of the time, but the Queen of Wands is somebody who's like, I don't deal with any bullshit. I'm not here to play games. And that's attractive, because that's somebody that people view as motivated, knowing what they're doing. And, oftentimes people can feed off of that energy, whether it's past or present, because I kind of feel like this is coming off of maybe somebody's been, hey, Taurus, how you doing? Or nothing major. I don't feel a very strong new relationship or anything coming on, but maybe somebody's been kind of feeding the ego a little bit, which nothing wrong with that. But somebody's, telling you the things that you deserve to hear. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're amazing. You're smart. You're strong. All of the things that we need to feel and want to feel. And sometimes we doubt ourselves in that, but there's no doubt this month that you deserve and want to feel these things. Now, you have the Page of Swords. This is how you're feeling throughout the month. The Page of Swords is somebody who's seeking the truth. So this is talking about whoever you've been dealing with, whoever's coming back, whoever is, and I'm not saying coming back like, oh, I love you so much, Taurus, and I want to be with you forever. This is definitely a message from the past, because the Page of Swords is the news you've been waiting for. This is a message you've been waiting for, okay? Waiting for. I don't know why I keep saying waiting for. This is a message you've been waiting for. And it's crystal clear. There's going to be no doubts in your mind. So when this person comes back, they're either going to say all the right things, but you're going to smell BS, or they're going to say all the right things and really mean it, or there's going to be some sort of closure or some sort of get together. It's hard to explain. There's going to be different forms coming in, and some of you are going to know right off the bat, oh, no, all right, been there, done that. Like, I can't circle jerk this anymore. And then others of you are going to be like, well, wait a minute. All right, there might be something to this. There might be something with this message coming in. And for some of you, it may be a blatant message of like, they've moved on and you moved on, and you're, hey, fantastic. I'm moving something forward. The main thing going on here is somebody is going to be reaching out to you at some point who knows you. There's not anything here that really says, oh, somebody new is coming in. Now, I'm not saying that there can't be, because that Queen of Wands tells me that there's somebody who's interested in you, or somebody who's drawing your attention, or is obviously interested in your, in who you are. But I don't see this developing new love yet. Okay. Now, your hopes and fears is Two of Swords. This Two of Swords is decisions, needing to make a decision, or you come to a stalemate. So really, it's very clear here. Make a decision on, are you staying or are you going? If this person comes in and you know right off the bat, oh gosh, we're in for some drama. This is going to be games all over the place. This is nothing, nothing different, etc., then you'll move. But if there's something that says, look, I still love this person, we still have this major connection, maybe this is divine timing, maybe it's destiny, maybe this is actually when it's supposed to happen, then you'll know. In essence, you're going to know when the news comes in. The answers are going to be very clear with these 2 pages here.